I'm Albert Hammond Jr., and you're watching 1019 KINK Radio in the Bloodworks live studio.
Albert Hammond Jr., ladies and gentlemen. And Darren.
And Darren.
And who else have you got in the band?
Well, introduce yourself, guys.
Hey, I'm Liam Keaveney.
Guitar.
I'm Darren Weiss.
Drums.
Danny Prezant.
Bass.
Carl Kerfoot.
Also bass. Just kidding. Guitar.
And before we go any further, you showed me this backstage. Please open it.
Oh.
It's
For a second, I was like, wait, what happened? What did I show you back?
No, not that thing. This thing.
Oh, yeah, just the lining of my jacket.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is some lining.
It is some
Yeah,
lining.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the new CD is Francis Trouble, Volume 1.
Yes.
Volume 1.
Yeah, I wanted it to, it felt like it'd be a series. It also, just the artwork looked like it would, I don't know, like a comic book.
Evolve into Volume 2.
You know, and it could just, I felt like the character could go into many different volumes. It felt like something that could have a life.
A life of its own.
Yeah.
The theme behind the CD certainly has an interesting story.
Yes, my stillborn twin.
You got to tell them a little bit. I know the story. You know the story. You got to tell them the story.
Well, I was a twin, and 5 months or so, I lost said twin. Well, I didn't lose it. My mom. It came out, and then they told her she wasn't pregnant anymore, and then they told her she was, and they were just worried. They didn't know, I don't know. It was just probably a confusing time, emotional, just stressful time. And then I found out years later, like 36 years later, that we must have collided or something, because there was just remnants of the baby on me, the other one. So.
But it's not a sad album. I mean, this
I took that as,
uplifting.
speaking of the jacket, and I showed you the lining. I took that as just the stitching for it. Yeah. So it's not like it's in the record, like, I got told that and I sat down. It's just I'd already been working on an alter ego. I'd already had this idea for like a visceral record, and a live show and what I was missing, and then this just added, the extra fuel for it. I feel like the universe gives you answers sometimes, and if you learn to trust your gut, and you kind of see it telling you things, and so I felt like it was telling me the direction to go in. So that story it felt more triumphant when I got told, because I got to relive parts of my youth from it, even just from that, and then I was doing dream work, and I was just like, I don't know. I was just having fun with my brain.
Well, it's an added interesting layer to the theme behind the CD.
Sure. I mean, yeah, it hasn't detracted from it.
So I noticed you've got a couple of extra songs from this CD that you are releasing for Record Store Day.
Yes,
which is coming up really quickly.
Yeah, there was 2 songs, not because I didn't think they were great. Mm-hmm. It was just when I heard the. Can you hear that? Yeah, you can, right? Not that I didn't think they were...
He keeps treats in his pocket for himself.
Scooby snacks. It just didn't fit the record. The record of these 10 songs just felt like something you'd want to repeat, and as 12, it just didn't. And then we ended up having this really cool Record Store Day release with the vinyls etched with the cartoon that's inside. Yeah. The comic book like style where you see like the baby and me. That's like a small version, but it's all etched on the vinyl. Yeah, it's really cool. I've never had a Record Store Day release because, surprisingly enough, even though we know the date, you're never on time for it. They're always like, "Oh, it'd be great to make it. We just missed it though."
Yeah, 3 months ago.
Seriously, 20 years. It's always like, "Oh, we just missed it."
And it's called Etchings from Francis Trouble.
It is. Yeah.
We
Liz, who did the artwork, she thought of the name, I guess, because she was doing the etchings, and I thought it was cool.
And we have a fantastic record store in town. I don't know if you've ever been to it, Music Millennium in Southeast Portland. Yeah. Terry Courier, he's the one that started Record Store Day. So
he started Record Store Day?
Yes.
Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows
really?
that.
Yeah.
It's a huge deal.
Well, now everyone knows that.
Yeah, well, now
it's always good to learn new things. Terry?
This is the final U.S. stop on your tour before you
Oh, I
head.
thought you said it was the final record store day. I was like, what? I made it.
I'm just blowing your mind today.
If anything, it's getting bigger, right? It's not.
How's the tour been?
I mean, I don't think there's words to describe the emotional and physical roller coaster that it is, but it's been wonderful. I mean, all these words just can't define how amazing it's been. Just as a band, bringing the songs to life, just playing so many sold out shows along the way.
And you were pretty close to selling out the show tonight at Doug Fir. How is it now? I think yesterday I saw just a couple of dozen.
No, we played last night.
I think it did sell out.
It did
too.
sell out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been up since 4 a.m.
No,
My
I
brain is
don't. Hey,
not.
man, it's fine.
Well, good. I'm glad it sold out because I know it was really
We'll
close.
play again tonight, right?
We play again. Belated birthday show?
Sorry.
A belated birthday show.
Yes, it was a belated birthday show. Yeah,
Awesome.
It was good. It was fun. I got a lot of belated birthdays this week. It was the
week.
9th. My birthday was April 9th. That's why.
More music from Francis Trouble Volume 1, please.
Oh, should we play more music?
Could you?
Yeah, great.
All right.